Hello everyone. We're back at it again. We're going to be watching Nexpo's Disturbing Things from Around the Internet, Volume 8. Like I said, we're probably just going to be watching these, just going right on down the list. Down the list, sorry. And then probably move on to some other things once these are done. But anyway, let's get right into it. That's new. I'm pretty sure.
Since the dawn of the internet, data sharing across various mediums has been commonplace in many households around the world. Allowing everybody to become interconnected within a vast sea of endless information was absolutely inconceivable just a few short decades ago, definitely becoming something that we take for granted today, whether we realize it or not. Within this vast sea of surface-level internet content, an underbelly exists that harbors some of the darkest videos, images, posts, stories, and real-life situations that people have documented online. These, for the most part, are largely hidden away from those that refrain from doing a little digging. But luckily for you, tonight we're going to explore 5 of them that I've recently come across.
Excuse me, what? That better be in part of the video because that was odd.
Welcome back to Disturbing Things from Around the Internet. This is a showcase series of various disturbing finds that I've stumbled upon online in the last few months. If you're new, this is part 8, so if you haven't yet, definitely go check out volumes 1 through 7 after this video.
And go check out 1 through 7 on my channel as well on my playlists, because I made a playlist of all my reaction videos.
With that out of the way, get comfortable because it's time, once again, to dive into 5 more hand-picked and disturbing things from around the internet.
How you gotta do that? Make it red. Boom! I like that sound.
Number 1 on our list involves an upload by a user named Avalesser60. In July of 2011, they would post a video titled,
Hey, never mock the subscribers that are that low, because they do have some gold in their videos, trust me.
Doxy's Ghost. At just 4 minutes long, the upload involves a woman that went to the kitchen late at night to grab a snack. On the way back to her room, she noticed her dog standing at the end of the hallway, staring at something and absolutely refusing to come to her, no matter what. At this point, she pulls her phone out to begin filming, realizing that something isn't right here.
Can you come over here now? Come here, Smooch. Come on. Can you come here?
Tails wagging.
Come here, Smooch. It's okay. It's okay. Come on. It's okay. It's okay, come on. It's okay, come on.
It's definitely shaking up something.
Come here, come by mommy. Come on.
In that case, it seems like she's standing up. If you get down towards its level, it's more prompted to come to you, I believe. But I mean, unless you have like a really good bond with your dog and you just stand there and you say, come here, it'll come. But I feel like it would be more secure if you got down to its level. That's just me.
Come here. Come here.
It seems like it's staring at the telephone booth picture, and it has like a reflection from what I saw in it. The dog could see itself, comparing to the angle of the picture frame. It could be that it's seeing itself, and it could just, you know, like, oh, there's another dog. I don't want to walk that way. I mean, it happens all the time. But there could also be something that it sees that the mother doesn't see, and that is a possibility. I'm not ruling it out.
After a couple minutes of this, she eventually begins yelling out, "Leave my dog alone," convinced that she's accompanied by some sort of entity that's preying on her dog. Standing firm, she continues to convince it to come to her.
Well, now it looks past that. Okay.
Good. I opened your cabinet for you. Come on.
Given the angle, I'm not so sure anymore. But it's looking in this direction.
Come here, baby. Come on.
The angle isn't right. I take it back.
Leave my dog alone. Come on. It's okay. Come on. Come on, Smooch. Come.
Okay, it's looking past her. Like it's looking past the picture and it's looking back.
Come.
And now the dog's just taking off. I don't know.
Like we just saw at the end, the dog never ends up following her command, ultimately retreating around the corner. The comments on this video are surprisingly sparse. Some were drawing parallels to their strange experience with their pets, while others were attempting to rationalize the situation. One commenter claimed that this wasn't the work of any sort of ghost at all, but rather, the dog was scared of the black box at the edge of the frame, or what it presumed to be a shadow in the kitchen. Now, in a way this makes sense, but they're hell-bent on staying on their side of the hallway at all costs. Dogs generally know their homes pretty well. What about this box or shadow would freak it out so much here? Also, we can notice that the dog stares up at the top right corner for most of the video, which makes it seem like whatever it's scared of isn't exactly on or near the floor. Nonetheless, the video is strange, and at just over 1.5 thousand views in nearly 8 years, it definitely deserves some more insight.
It does.
This dog saw something. What that something is, exactly, is unclear, and it might sit that way for good.
It's tough. A woman in the well, that's just grand.
This second entry comes from a YouTube video that gained major traction.
Talos is a global leader in cybersecurity, securing what matters most.
Bye.
Awaken to a world of wonder in Final Fantasy XIV Online.
Action a couple years ago. Over on the channel by the name of Jitu Kumar, a video was posted on October 1st of 2017 titled Bital Woman Viral Video. This centers around a mysterious lady from the Bital village and carries with it an insane amount of questions. The video in question is 7 minutes long, and here we can see a shot of a woman in a white robe sitting in a tree. Nothing really all that out of the ordinary. For the next couple minutes, we can see her making her way up to the top, still relatively normal. Perhaps she's doing some sort of show or just enjoys climbing trees. Really, to each their own. The video begins to get strange though when you begin to take a look around the cameraman. Many are filming, which begins to drive home the idea that something just isn't right here. Around the 4-minute mark, something incredibly bizarre happens. She finally makes her way to the top and just stands there, motionless. What's blowing my mind about this entire thing, first and foremost, is how she's managing to keep her balance all the way at the top of this large tree on such a small branch. It doesn't seem to bow, and it doesn't look like she has any support to keep her so still. So what's going on? Incredibly curious about the context here, I dug through the comments, but this didn't lead very far. Some were simply writing this off as totally fake, while others, like myself, were trying to get some backstory. What I was able to find though was a video by a channel called Viral V. They posted this footage as well and made the claim that this woman was doing this because she was possessed by a spirit. Now, I wasn't able to find any definitive proof of this claim, and it could very easily be written off as mere dramatization. Itching for something more definitive, I did some more digging on this woman in a tree phenomenon and found a few other videos of various people doing the exact same thing, all with crowds surrounding them, cheering them on, and filming. This leads me to the assumption that this has to be some sort of ritual. Unfortunately, information about said ritual is incredibly sparse online, so this is merely another theory.
Dude, they're bowing.
Nonetheless, the woman ended up making it back down safely. Whether this was the work of a demonic possession or a sort of rite of passage, this footage is bizarre, and to this day, remains cloaked in mystery.
She's bowing on that giant branch. Like, all knees and everything. I want to see this video that he had at the start.
In August of 2013, a Florida man named Derek Medina and his wife Jennifer Alfonso were going about their lives after becoming recently remarried. Unbeknownst to most that knew them though, their marriage would soon begin to take an extremely grim turn.
Why is that?
On August 8th, Derek would post a sudden Facebook status. From his cell phone at about 8 p.m. that night, he would go forth to say this: "I'm going to prison or death sentence for killing my wife. Love you guys, miss you guys, take care Facebook, you'll see me in the news.
Okay.
My wife was punching me and I'm scared. I'm not going to stand anymore with the abuse, so I did what I did. I hope you understand me." Fittingly, his Facebook friends were shocked. Was this some sort of joke? A hoax? Was he hacked? Not quite, as soon after this post went live, he'd contact his relatives, explain to them what happened, change clothes, and head over to the police station to turn himself in. During the initial investigation, authorities caught sight of security cameras that Medina had put up in their home. After confiscating that and going over the footage, we're able to see firsthand what actually played out that night.
Okay. You saw the warning here first. If you guys don't like this stuff, don't watch. Skip ahead. $2013. 703, 729. Okay, quite the skip. Okay, something happened to him right there. Dang, okay. So it did look like a dispute happened. Why did he take a picture? I don't know. Right away goes to the police station. I mean, it looked like he got shoved one time.
You might notice in that video that after the smoke flies up from the gunshots, he leaves the room before returning to take a second look at her. This wasn't just to take a second look. Remember that Facebook status that I mentioned prior from Derek? He posted another one as well at around the same time. In this other post by him, we're able to see his deceased wife slumped back.
Okay.
The caption that he attached to this was a grim R.I.P. Jennifer Alfonso. Since this happened, Derek Medina had, like we established, turned himself in. Interestingly though, he pled in self-defense, claiming that she charged at him with a knife. Because of this claim and the results of the investigation, he was convicted of second-degree murder and ultimately was sentenced to life in prison.
I mean, that's a good call. That's a very good call. The camera doesn't really show us anything besides maybe a shove or maybe lunging back because there was a knife coming his way. It's hard to say. The camera doesn't catch it. But that's a very good call. Life in prison, definitely. I'm sure Jennifer's family probably pushed the death penalty, but I don't know if they have it in that country or in that area. I had no idea. But overall, that's a good call.
Across the internet, you're able to find more surveillance videos of what actually went on behind closed doors in their home. These are hard to watch, but ultimately reveal that the domestic struggles that the two faced in their relationship were probably more common than we think.
This looks like it was more him than her. In that clip right there anyway. So, I mean, it's good that he turned himself in though. It's very good. If you could do something like that.
On February 21st, 2018, in a northwest Dallas suburb, 2 house fires would occur in a residential neighborhood. These were later determined to be linked to a natural gas pipeline that runs straight through the community. 2 days later, a third incident will play out just around the corner. On February 23rd, the Rogers family's lives would be forever changed when a natural gas explosion would occur within their home. Ominously, the moments leading up to this were actually documented by their 12-year-old daughter, Michelita. According to the Rogers family, she was recording iPhone videos early that morning for fun, goofing off and sharing her excitement as she got ready for a cheerleading event later that day.
I'm gonna get ready for the run NCA, National Cheerleaders Association, today. So I'm gonna start with here, turn on my lamp because I don't want to turn on all of the lights. So I went ahead and connected my straightener, and I still have to connect the curling iron. And I already got halfway started doing the braid.
It's a lot of stuff plugged
After
in.
this, she would proceed to make a time lapse of the next few minutes as she got ready. The first few seconds of this seemed pretty ordinary, and there was absolutely no implication that anything had gone awry. Until one frame, when the camera goes dark.
Whoa. I saw sparks. Wow.
This gas explosion had led to the passing of Michelita and the injury of her parents and brother.
Suspected.
According to her mother, who was out of the room, this happened out of nowhere while she was asleep. Once it happened and she came to, her and her husband rushed over to their daughter to find her stuck under dresser drawers. After getting her out, they rushed her outside to firefighters who laid her on the ground, as she, at the time, was still alive. In the moments during this, her mother would whisper to her in Spanish, "Fight like a warrior," confident that she got the message. After being rushed to the hospital, about a half hour later, she was pronounced dead by doctors who claimed that her internal injuries were simply too severe. The explosion had decimated their house, causing the roof to cave in and for it to sit, to this day, in ruin. Since this haunting event, Michelita has become one of 9 people to have died by natural gas leaks in North Texas since 2006. Since this, her mother has spoken out, claiming that it hasn't gotten easier. "Some days, I don't feel the damage in my body. I feel the pain in my heart. A lawsuit was later filed against Atmos Energy, who were in the neighborhood replacing aging steel pipes during the days leading up to and on the date of her passing. Apparently, the neighborhood that they lived in was long neglected by the company, leading to the onslaught of gas-related incidents in the area. While the company has denied the claims, the lawsuit is still pending. The passing of Michelita is undoubtedly something that no family should ever have to endure. She fought like a warrior, but seeing as she was at the very epicenter of this blast, not shielded by any walls or barriers, her life had come to an end in one of the most tragic ways imaginable.
Natural gas leak, and you have all those things plugged in, straightening your hair with your iron and everything. That's prime explosion territory. That's tough. That's really tough. Is this the guy? Are we finally watching this?
A widow named Sandra Harold and her pet chimpanzee, Travis, have lived together in Stamford, Connecticut since 1995. Having raised him with her late husband since he was just days old, Sandra often referred to Travis as more of a son than a pet. They'd often bring him along to work and his shopping trips around town, and having been socialized around humans for his entire life, the Harolds maintained a growing trust in what they believed to be his extremely calm and well-trained demeanor.
This is not going to end well.
On the night of February 16th, 2009, this notion would be thrown into a tailspin when a friend by the name of Charla Nash would visit them. At around the same time she'd arrived, Travis had gotten a hold of Sandra's car keys and left the house. Noticing that Charla was holding a Tickle Me Elmo, Travis's favorite toy, he brutally attacked her, latching his hands onto her face and pulling it apart, piece by piece. At this point, Sandra would grab a butcher knife and run out to begin stabbing him in an attempt to get him to stop. This ended up being futile though, as it only made him angrier.
Yeah.
Since this was the case, Sandra rushed back to grab the phone. She dialed 911 and in a desperate plea, manically described the situation as it was unfolding in front of her.
What the heck, brother?
Stand for 911, where's your emergency?
Oh, this is Sandy. 231 Rock Crimin Road.
What's the
Send
problem?
the police. Send the police.
What's the problem there?
The chip killed my friend.
What's the problem with your friend?
Oh, please.
What's the problem with your friend? I need to know.
Send the police up with a gun. Hurry
Who
up.
has a gun?
Please, hurry up. He's
Who
killing
has
my
a gun?
girlfriend.
She's asking for the cops.
What is the
right now.
problem?
He's killing my friend.
Who's killing your friend?
My chimpanzee.
Oh, your chimpanzee is killing your friend.
He ripped her apart. Hurry up.
With a gun.
Hurry up, please.
There's someone on the way.
With guns, please. You shoot him.
What is the monkey doing? Tell me what the monkey's...
He ripped her face off.
He ripped her face off?
He's trying to attack me. Please,
Okay,
hurry.
I need you to calm down a little bit. They're on the way. Can you put yourself away? I don't want the monkey attacking you.
Please, hurry up. Listen to me.
They're on the way, ma'am.
Guns. They gotta shoot him, please. Please, hurry. Please tell him. Please tell him to kill him, please.
They did, Sandra. They're shooting at him already, okay?
But he's not dead.
I know. They will continue until he's dead, okay? I just need you to stay on the phone with me and breathe.
He's not dead. He's not dead. He's not dead. Oh, God.
When the police arrived, Travis, after engaging with the officers, was shot numerous times, which resulted in his death. As for Carla, her face was completely ripped off, and she was
Whoa.
immediately rushed to the hospital, where she underwent over 7 hours of surgery on her face and hands. According to medics, she lost her hands, nose, eyes, lips, mid-face bone structure, and maintained significant brain injuries. A few weeks later, it was announced that she'd be blind for life. Afterwards, she was offered the opportunity to undergo experimental transplant surgery due to the extreme nature of her injuries, and this seemed to be successful. Until later, when her body began to reject them, resulting in her undergoing even more corrective surgery. According to toxicology reports, shortly before this incident, Travis had been given a mixture of prescribed Xanax and tea in Sandra's attempt at treating his Lyme disease. This is widely believed to be the cause of his manic episode, as the drug causes paranoia and hallucinations in chimpanzees.
Why are you giving drugs to a chimp, and why do you even have one in the first place? I'm sorry, like, I get it, they probably look cute and stuff, but no, those things shouldn't be seen as pets. If anything, rehabilitation center or zoo or something. Like, if it's not able to live on its own out in the wild, you take it to a rehabilitation center where they will make it an ambassador or something. And then you try giving it drugs, which is known to cause paranoia and stuff. It probably saw that person as an intruder holding their favorite toy that they like, right? And so, I gotta defend my house, I gotta get my toy back. Attack. I'm sorry, I just don't see. I get it. Monkeys and stuff, they're cute, right? Everyone loves monkeys. No. We don't view them as pets. We shouldn't anyway. That's my opinion. We shouldn't see them as pets because we don't know what they'll do later in life.
In 2009, the Nash family would file a $50 million lawsuit against Sandra Harold. A year later, though, at age 72, Harold would pass away due to a ruptured aortic aneurysm. Because of this, the Nash family ended up reaching a settlement with Harold's estate, which was valued at about $4 million. Charla Nash is, to this day, still undergoing recovery efforts from the attack. What played out on the night of February 16th, 2009 is incredibly tragic and will undoubtedly remain in the back of her mind for the rest of her life.
Yeah, not in the back of her mind. It's gonna be forward everywhere.
The internet is a beautifully enigmatic place. All over it, we're able to find oddities buried within its darkest corners, and tonight, we've touched on 5 of them. Thank you so much for joining me in this 8th installment of Disturbing Things from Around the Internet.
No problem.
If you know of any other bite-sized discoveries that you'd like to see on a future installment, definitely throw them my way on Twitter or via email.
There you go.
With that being said, thanks once again for watching. I'll see you in the next one. I love you all, and good night.
Also, if you have anything you want to send my way, I'll react to it, and then I'll post it in a video. I cannot stress this enough. After that, wolves, like coyotes, any kind of wild animal, even raccoons, like squirrels. I mean, I'm sure if you get them when they're young and then they get attached to you in some way, I'm sure it's fine, but until it's not. I can't stress it enough. No, don't view wild animals as pets. Like, your basic cat, dog that you get from a breeder, those are fine, right? Fish, certain reptiles, I mean, but a wild animal like a chimp as a pet, it just doesn't sit right with me. I can't stress that enough. No, don't do it. It may look cute, but no, don't. That's the end of this video, guys. I will see you all in the next one. I suck at outros. Peace!